it's a little sneaky.
It's so cute.
What's happening on the inside, because on the outside, it's a suede, cute, lace-up sneaker. And I say lace up, there's my air quotes. Because look how once you have it set, you get in simply with the zipper. And a little sneaky, because what's happening inside of our Revitalign Wrigley, all done in this beautiful suede, is an orthotic footbed with a deep heel cup, with that metatarsal support, with an incredible arch, a universal footbed that even the insole alone sometimes sells for almost $35 to $37. That's what's inside of this super cute sneaker. A great casual sneaker for the season is a must-have for your shoe wardrobe, and we're gonna do it in style with Revitalign. So I've got 6 colors. I have 2 brand new colors. We have medium and we have wide widths. And whether you're shopping for a cute little sneaker for fall or one you're hoping to wear now, to wear with your crops and your dresses and your flowy skirts, you will absolutely love having the Wrigley in your footwear assortment. It is the shoe of the moment. Sneakers have been back with a vengeance and are really becoming a pillar in our shoe wardrobe. But if you're just putting on any sneaker, you're missing the support and the comfort that you get with Revitalign, a brand out of Waco, Texas that for over 50 years, their heritage is in orthotic inserts. They know what they're doing. So let me take you through the 6 colors because we're the very first ones to get this style. You're getting it here first on QVC at a today special value price. Oatmeal shimmer is what's on top. If you love the look of a white sneaker, but you want a little sparkle, something that feels a little more distinguished than just a plain white sneaker, get the oatmeal shimmer. That's right on top. I do have an all black suede, right? So that one doesn't have any shimmer. It just is that gorgeous luxe black suede. It looks so rich. The one that I am wearing is in the brown. Ooh, and it's almost like a caramel brown. Like it has that kind of honey tone to it, almost like a nutmeg. That's brown. Another shimmer is rosewood shimmer. So if you love a burgundy, you love those rich Merlot shades, get the rosewood, but that one is one of my most limited. And like the oatmeal, has a little bit of that shimmer, but don't worry, it's not glitter, it's not coming off, it's embedded beautifully in the suede. We also have it in Capulet olive. Is this like Romeo and Juliet, the Montagues and Capulets? Okay, this is the olive. It won't put a plague on both of your houses if you love Shakespeare. Okay, this is your olive, Capulet olive. And then I also have it in the Peacoat shimmer. So 3 shimmer choices. You have suede choices. Look how pretty. Just that little glisten and hint of shimmer. Here's the deal. If you want to get our today's special value at an incredible value, you shop today. Because normally this sneaker would be close to $90. A comparable retail is about $92.66. Because remember, that incredible orthotic insole that's sneaky, sneaky, sneaky right inside usually sells for about $35, $37, depending on the insole. You're getting the shoe and the footbed, the incredible support of Revitalign for under $60, $59.98. It gets better if you want to get a brand new QVC credit card. You can get the today's special value home for under $40. So whether it is our navy shimmer, whether it is the Capulet olive, the rosewood, which has been very popular and the most limited. I also have that gorgeous brown. It's almost like a nutmeg, black. And then oatmeal shimmer has been really popular in the show. I think it's a fresh take on a white sneaker. Give us a call if you love Revitalign like I do. I'd love to hear your story. Or you might be trying Revitalign for the very first time because it's such a good looking style. Dr. Nick Pagano is joining us. He's part of the Revitalign team, fresh out of surgery, this guy. No, actually, your surgery days are, it's funny because you're usually here on Tuesday.
No, usually here on Tuesdays.
You're not in surgery on Tuesdays.
Fridays.
Fridays. That's why we never see a Revitalign TSV on a Friday.
Hopefully.
Well, Dr. Nick is a board certified practicing podiatrist. He teaches at Temple University where he also graduated. And what I love about working with you, Dr. Nick, is you take the science of what's happening with our foot, really simplify it. Revitalign then makes it really stylish. And this Wrigley it's the perfect fall sneaker.
It's beautiful. What we've taken is we've taken our tried and true classic cup sole, outsole, which we've had featured before. with our Malibu sneaker, but now we've taken all of those ingredients and raised the bar with the upper that we use. The beautiful suede is so soft with a functioning zipper, YKK style zipper. You know, I always remember those on my hoodies as a young kid.
Or on your big winter coats
Yep.
that have to be able to zip through heavy material. It zips through the suede beautifully.
This is not this is not just a feature for fashion. This is actually a functioning zipper that I love, allows for wonderful opening. And you had mentioned, Allie, once the laces are tied, which I feel laces are great because it really modifies a shoe to fit you perfectly versus something that, you know, you slide on and hope that it's hitting your foot right.
Yeah, you get more customized because a lot of us, our left and our right foot might be slightly different.
Without a question.
Yeah.
And then you finish it off with our full contact comfort footbed, which we have been making for the past 50 years. So over that time, we have research design. We are APMA approved, meaning that we promote health. And Allie, the second your heel hits the ground, we go to work. Your heel is met by a deep heel cup that cradles and aligns the heel. Then as the foot comes completely down on the ground, the inside and outside, inner and outer, medial and lateral arch is supported by our Power Bridge system. Then that green icon that you see right there, that's our metatarsal dome. That's an area that's going to relieve the stress and strain from the ball of the foot. So what you're seeing here, because I know like I sit here and you say, and I appreciate that I make it simple because it's complex, but everybody has feet, so it's easy. This is our thermographic. So this is what you actually feel, which is great. Left hand side, that's what your foot pressure looks like when you're in a regular insole. So when I look at that, I see no purchase of the heel. I also don't see any support on the inside of the arch or the outside. Then you look at ours, our full contact comfort footbed. It looks like the silhouette of a foot. We just took a picture of a foot because every single part of the foot is being supported. Rounded heel, arch on the inside.
Do you notice
and the outside.
though a lot more red at the ball of the foot and the heel?
Oh, for sure.
When you're distributing the pressure as it should across the entire footbed, you get more of that relief. It's a little sneaky because she looks really clean, really sleek. What we see stylists doing in the big glossy fashion magazines. It's a beautiful flowy dress and a cool blazer and a sneaker. It's a jogger and a great moto jacket and a sneaker. This is the way to do it. The sneaky part, the zipper functions.
Yeah.
The footbed inside is approved by the American Podiatric Medical Association. Let me help you pick your perfect color. And then Dr. Nick will talk a little bit too about what that actually means. We often call it the APMA, but it's the American Podiatric Medical Association. So oatmeal shimmer, really popular. This gives us that like white sneaker that everybody's gonna be wearing, a little bit more of a distinguished look.
Yeah, and
I think it makes it a little special.
It does, and it's not glitter.
No, it's like in the suede.
Yeah, when they dye the leather, in the process of making these materials, they actually incorporate it into it. So it's also not going to wipe off in 3 months.
Good
like
point.
It is actually built into that soft suede that is touching your skin on both sides. You felt the inside.
Yeah, it feels amazing. I don't have a sock on and it feels great. Added heel padding as well. So that's oatmeal shimmer. That's one of our new colors and one of our shimmer colors. Here's the black. That black suede, I mean, that's another home run. If you just want to be able to throw this on with a little jogger, great little jean or jegging and know that it's always going to work, there's your black. I'm in the brown, which gives me a little more, it's nutmeg, it's clove, it's pumpkin spice and everything nice.
Very good.
Thank you. I didn't think of that. Our marketing team did.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. That's the brown.
But it is a beautiful color for the fall.
Rosewood has been really popular. Think of this in your Merlot family, right? It's that deep, deep wine red. That also works as a neutral. That one's shimmer. So rosewood shimmer in the Wrigley. We also have the olive. And that one's Capulet olive. So it's that really pretty green. That's another one. Greens work as a neutral. With blues, with blushes, with purples. Always looks great with your reds. And then I also have it in the navy, which this one is a peacoat shimmer. The shimmer is a little more subtle on the navy. So if you are on the fence about shimmer, it's pretty subtle in that peacoat, just so you know. Price today is only for today. This shoe at retail would sell for $92. You're getting it home for what, $59.98. I remember I told somebody the other day, I was like, yeah, well, I primarily wear orthotics. She like glanced down at my feet and was like, you do? Well, what do you wear? I said, Revitalign. She's like, oh, because it doesn't look like an orthotic. I want to talk a little more about that footbed, because that's really the huge distinguishing factor. Could you pull that out and show what's happening on the,
So what's happening with our footbed is that we are able, and this is because we began 50 years ago in Waco, Texas, like you mentioned. So we have been able to create a design. In my office, I make custom-made orthotics, right? Focused on what the person's complaint is. So now, Revitalign has been able to take all of that research and find the universal insole, orthotic. You can actually see the peaks and valleys that are going on with the design of this. Also with this view, you can see exactly what that metatarsal dome, its location and its function. Its function is to sit a little bit closer to the ball of the foot and just relieve pressure. And the way that that does it, and we do this trick with our customs, this actually is able to relieve the front of the foot, the ball of the foot, but also when it works in conjunction with these three areas, magic happens, because it's going to relieve that stress. Having a deep heel cup, Allie, what's important about that is if you think about when we land, you have a fat pad, and God bless it, right? That's your shock absorption. By having a deep heel cup, that actually, the word I use is it cradles, it brings that fat pad together to optimize its shock absorption. So the second that you hit, you go into this peaks and valleys. And that's why, you know, I don't know, Dr. P, do I need to have an orthotic? I don't know if I have that type of foot.
Yes.
What we've done at Revitalign, what we've done at Revitalign is we've created an insole orthotic support that's for any foot type with immediate break in time, which is great.
It's universal. But between Tony and Alex and Heather and myself, you will feel so good on your feet. In Revitalign, especially, you're lacing these up, then you've got the zipper to get in and out. So once they're kind of set, if you want to tuck the laces inside, you know, for like a lace-free look, you can. That's what I did. You don't have to. But for under $60, I think it's a home run. And look how cute it's styled. You know, Alex even has like a little satin dress on. It looks elegant.
No.
Easy to get on is what she said because of the zipper.
That's the best part too, Alex, because, you know, a lot of times in this type of shoe, the zipper is just kind of like, hey,
it's decorative.
It's decorative.
Yeah.
Fully functioning zipper, because it opens the mouth of the shoe so wide that you're able to slide in. I love how smooth the interior is as well, because we're expecting you to wear this with either a thin sock or barefoot.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have that suede, which provides a nice transition into winter, or into fall and into winter, but it's also going to give you that support directly against your skin. And like all of our shoes, we have our ultra fresh antimicrobial barrier just to prevent any bacterial overgrowth. And the other thing too, I love the colors. And
yeah, they're pretty.
Yeah, it's a little fashionable, but right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
see, Tony said it. Fashionable, very right now. It's true.
And who would have thought that talking about orthotics
right,
would garner the word fashionable?
Well, and that's what's cool about what, you know, Revitalign as a brand does. But you can even see on Heather as she's just kind of moving in place. When she walked in, the flex and the movement of this shoe, it's not this solid piece that you feel like you're going to be clunking around. There's arch support, but there's an internal flex zone. It's engineered to move with your foot, move with the movement of your foot, not feel like you're having to correct your gait simply because you're adjusting for the shoe that you're wearing. I love that you get a great supportive sneaker that looks sharp, that looks polished. Because here's the thing, I am a huge champion, and Dr. Nick knows I love long distance running. It's a lot of impact on your feet.
I don't.
Tony said, perfect. Tony's like, I'm not running. But we know how important moving our body is. You don't have to be a runner by any means. Don't like.
Thank you, so you feel
Yeah,
better.
you do not need to run, but what you do need to do is move your body. You know, when we get stress built up, when we feel burnt out, that's all energy, and you got to move through that energy. You got to move through that stress, and if your feet are hurting, you're less likely to do it. When you have something that's giving you that deep heel cup and that metatarsal support, you're more likely to get the movement in. You're more likely to say, you know what? I'm gonna park at the back of the